All right, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly in this case, ladies. Lisa Green is here. She's a lawyer, NBC News legal analyst. You also see her on MSNBC a lot, most recently talking about the sniper trial. She has a brand new book, and it's called On Your Case, a comprehensive, compassionate, and only slightly bossy legal guide for every stage of a woman's life. There it is on your TV screen, and here she is. Hello, Lisa.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. All right, so why the need to write a book for women on the law?
You know, it seemed to me that women in every other facet of their lives are careful planners. So they eat right, they go to spin class, they get an array of tutors for their kids, they care for mom and dad, they care for their own nutrition and well-being, and when it comes to law, there's a blind spot. As if you can decide whether your contractor is going to walk out on you, whether your husband or spouse is going to walk out on you. You don't get to make those choices. The idea of the book is, if with a little bit of preparation, you'll be much better equipped to deal with problems and even avoid them.
And so is this a book where if you get it and keep it on the shelf, and if a situation arises, you can find the chapter and be guided as to where to go and what to do?
Yes, it's really meant to be a simple, clear, and really non-scary guide to the law in the event of a catastrophe, but more importantly, to prevent them and make your family safe and happy. People don't see the law as the provider of a security blanket in life. It really can be.
Do you believe that women know less about the law and need something like this more than men?
I believe that women are more likely to care for others and not care for themselves well. So, for example, when it comes to matrimonial issues, those sad divorce stories, a lot of times women are really inclined to avoid conflict and not insist on getting what's their fair share so that they can move ahead in their future. And the book is meant to explain to women why they might want to think a little bit harder about what's available to them so they can make smarter choices.
You also focus on, in part of it, a chapter or so, the workplace situation. And I mean, are you advising women to be on the lookout for a boss saying, oh, nice dress too many times? Or are you just saying, if it bothers you, then here's what you do? Or are you urging them?
Yeah, I'm not urging anyone to look for problems that don't exist, but you know, if you've worked long enough, you know that workplaces can be hotbeds for conflict, not just harassment, but other types, being fired, needing to fire someone. These things happen over and over, and with a little knowledge, they can go more smoothly, and you'll have a better sense of what's available.
What's the most common? Is it divorce? Is that the biggest thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry to say, you know, the question I get more often than any is a woman who comes to my office, says, "Do you have a minute?" shuts the door, out come the Kleenex. And whether the woman is seeking a divorce or has been asked to give one, more often than not, this kind of like shroud of ignorance comes over you because you feel emotional.
Right.
You're scared about what the future might lie. With a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of the information laid out in the book and on websites that you can go to for free just to get a sense of what's available to you, I think the process can go more smoothly. And the goal always should be looking toward the future. How can I have a good relationship going forward with this person who used to be the love of my life and now is the respondent in court papers?
Would this book, and I know you'll be honest, would it translate to men? Because men get divorced and men have workplace conflicts. They may not be whistled at or something, but or is this specifically for women's issues?
Oh no, it would be fantastic if men read it too, because it is gender neutral. And what you find now is with changing patterns and roles, for example, alimony, women are paying it at a higher rate than they used to.
Because they're making a lot of money.
Sometimes they're the major wage
Right,
earners in a
right.
home. So a lot of the advice is gender neutral. And of course, what I urge couples, whether they're living together, married, or considering a divorce, the more you can act in harmony and each know what you're entitled to, the better things will go.
And don't give, no offense, don't give the money to the lawyers. You know, split it up among yourself. We have a minute left.
Sure.
You're covering the sniper trial on MSNBC, a lot weighing in on it. Is that defense of theirs for the shooter going to work? You know, he was out of his mind, notwithstanding the text that basically backed that up from the victims?
Yeah, you know, it's fascinating because a lot of evidence so far has gone into the prosecution's camp or the defense's, either showing that he was unaware of what he had done and apologized, or literally saying, I'm not sure if I'm going insane. The problem for this defendant is in Texas, the standard for an acquittal very, very high, and it's the defense's burden. As they present their evidence this week, we'll see if they have a good shot.
Females on the jury tend to be sympathetic, though, with that?
Well, that's the stereotype, but it's unclear, given these facts, and especially given the extraordinary background of this hero and his friend. Hard to say.
I remember Sonny Hostin on CNN, the closing arguments of the Trayvon Martin case. He had them at, they called him McDreamy. He had them at hello, all-female jury. Didn't work out for Sunny Hostin's side there.
You know, trying to guess what a jury will do is a difficult thing.
All right, great seeing you.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
That's Lisa Green. Get the book, and we're coming back with the Closing Bell Report. Don't go away.